Hello, my name is Bill, and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Tough days for the world, for humanity, and of course for the crypto markets. We are going to discuss a little bit what is going to happen after Russia invades in Ukraine, and of course we are going to discuss the possible price action of Bitcoin using some technical analysis. Hard times right now to predict something else, as we might be having some conflicts with China and Taiwan as well. So right now that we are seeing this war going through, Bitcoin went down minus 5%. Of course, altcoins got destroyed right here, except maybe Ethereum that holds minus 8, but other altcoins went down minus 11, minus 10% in just one day. So yes, this whole thing right there caused a very huge panic selling and panic crash due to the news, due to the fact that we had all this news going on right now. What are we trying to do is that we are going to put aside any bad news that they are maybe coming, because if we get more bad news, as you know, because this is a war right here, then we might be going further down. But anyway, let's go right now on Bitcoin. And on Bitcoin, on the daily frame, as you can see, we are using the GANFAM tool. I have squared the chart from this bottom right here back on 20 July to this bottom, to this top on 10 November. And what we are going to see right now is that we basically drop down all the way to the 8-1. Now we retest the 8-1 GANFAM line, but if we lose that, if we lose the 35.1k, then we are going down furthermore. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this label on so you can see it clearly. 35.1k is the daily price we want to close above in order to have maybe a chance to see further price action and better price action onto the Bitcoin on the daily frame as well. Commodity channel index, you can see right here, into an oversold situation, but that isn't enough right now, as we are having this bad news over the crypto market. We might not be seeing a very higher price target for now, and the oversold situation right now is not such a huge to just make this whole uptrend right now and may drive actually Bitcoin into further price action. But if we stay and close above the 35,100, then we could possibly see Bitcoin going upwards. If we do not, then expect the 33,000 and so on. We are going to see the exact price targets. Of course, what we are going to do now is to go to Ethereum right here, and you can see that Ethereum is holding a double bottom. Actually, many altcoins fell down from the double bottom. This was not meant to happen. However, into the decision right now, into the announcement that Russia had over Ukraine, then all the markets, not only crypto, stock markets and many other markets have been bleeding out, and we had many selling positions. So I feel like this whole situation right there, it is going to maybe stop in the next few days, or not go to such an extent where they will invade the whole Ukraine, right? I think that we are going to stop in maybe the southeast towards the east of Ukraine. But anyway, let's see right now if we stop that, and if we do not take any further bad decisions going on, and if we do not have any further bad news, then we might be getting up higher. Okay, of course, that is the case for Ethereum as well. If we do not have bad news, if we can hold this line right here, then we could potentially see a higher price action right now, as we are having crazy oversold in the daily frame, as we're having crazy oversold on the stochastic side, as well as we are having crazy oversold on the Fisher transform. And of course, Bitcoin especially needs to hold the 35,100 line. If we want to see something better out of Bitcoin, then we better hold the 35,100. If we do not, then we are probably going to go further down into the lower levels. We hope that we can hold that, but let's see if we do not hold it, what are the next support levels for Bitcoin onto the short term. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to draw a simple Fibonacci retracement from this bottom back to this top. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to tell you some important support levels in the very short term. Right now, the 35,000 34,500. If we close down from the 35.1k on the daily close, that is the case that we are going down onto these levels, and especially the 33.4k. After that, we are going to drop further down, and I believe that the 31.5k could be very, very possible. Okay, so we could go further down here and we could stop at the 31.5k for maybe a regular bottom flat pattern or so. However, for me, 2022, as I told you again and again, won't be that great. We have more bearish indicators than bullish indicators. Only if I take the price action on Bitcoin, and if I take the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves, then we could see something good, and we could have something good on the logarithmic growth curves. So I should be going on the logarithmic right here. And of course, as you can see right now, and if I remove the drawings, the lower logarithmic curve should be around, if let's say we were going down today there, should be around the 29,000, okay? And we just proceed going on to 30 and so on. So if I take this analysis and if I have this analysis, then we should be holding this bottom trend line. The only time that we didn't hold it actually was on the Evergrande episode back on 9 March 2020. Can we have more of a crash right now for Bitcoin? Can Bitcoin crash down more? Maybe yes. Maybe we go down and crash more. However, we have to lose first the 35,100, which is a strong, very strong support line. On the other hand, if we lose the 35,100, then we could go potentially into the 31 to 32,000 Tether USD, possibly even down, depending on when we go there. At the moment though, the good news is that as we approach this logarithmic growth curve, the bottom line right here, then we might be having a good buying pressure of going even higher, and eventually we might be getting higher as well. In the meantime though, we do not see any optimistic scenario other than the price analysis right now for Bitcoin, as we have the monthly on the below the stochastic RSI. And what I want to see right now is I want to go to the all-time history. So we are going to Bitcoin all-time history, and you can see whenever the stochastic RSI on the monthly was going into an oversold, we had more correction. But you can see that in the all-time history, we hold greatly this bottom trend line, right? Except when we were going down on the Evergrande episode. But other than that, we hold it perfectly, this bottom trend line. This was the bottom trend line, and Bitcoin was going there, and then we bounced off this trend line. So yes, we could possibly be going down to the 29,000, we could possibly be going down to the 30,000 and so on. But at this time frame, at this rate, it is very important to know that when the time will come and we approach the line, as for the price analysis, we might be having a further pump and a further going actually pump up towards maybe the 100,000 Tether USD, and not only, okay? But until we approach the line, until we fix some things, then we are going to correct more. You can see that from the time, for example, back on 1st August, not on 1st August actually, but on 1st March, we went down into an oversold on the stochastic RSI, and from the 1st March, we had more and more correction going on. Back then, on to the 1st February 2014, you can see the monthly here, we went down into an oversold on the stochastic RSI, and the correction kept going more. Right now, we have gone into an oversold with the stochastic RSI, and we expect the correction to keep going on. Okay, so this is the problem for Bitcoin, that due to the news as well, we might be losing the support levels, and we might be losing the chance to see a further pump for the short term for now on. But according to the price analysis, we might be approaching to a bottom where we see Bitcoin significantly increasing, and maybe we have this regular bottom, flat bottom pattern that we are craving for, that we are looking for. Maybe we go down to the 29,500, maybe a little bit higher. However though, we have to wait and see. On the daily frame, the only thing that can help us out is closing above the 35,100. Even the 35,000 will be good, but 35,000.1k will be strongly better. Do not forget to join our monthly subscription if you want to take advantage of short positions, and of course, see you soon with many more videos. Bye.